Palermo is standing by to give us a tour of the Developer Architecture Center. Take it away, Jeffrey.
Hi, this is Jeffrey Palermo, and I am here with Desiree at the Development and Architecture Center. Desiree, how are you?
I am having a great day in Orlando today. Jeffrey, how are you doing?
I am really great, and this is so exciting. There's so much energy around this. This place is absolutely packed. It is electric, and I tell you what, with so many people at this conference, there are lots of people that are developing code, and with last month's .NET Core 3 announcement, the .NET Center is right behind us. What's going on back there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I want to welcome everybody into the development and architecture here at Microsoft Ignite. We brought this place to make sure that we have all of the most important things for developers and architects in one place so that they can connect with each other and so that they have a way to find the Microsoft experts while they're here. And so one of the places in the Development and Architecture Center is actually the .NET Corner. In the .NET Corner, we have like everything .NET. We have rotating experts that are here for ASP.NET, .NET Core, and just a number of other things.
And I'm seeing IoT devices back there checking weather, machine learning.NET, ASP.NET Core. There's some code being written back there. There's a lot going on for .NET developers.
Yeah, I think you said you saw some of this at the .NET Conf?
Just a month ago, the .NET Conf, they had a lot of demos, so if you missed it, come check this out.
It's a good idea.
Now, over here, I see something that's normally reserved for maybe later on in the evening. We have a Debug Bar, and it kind of looks like a bar. So, what's going on back here, Desiree?
This is a very special bar where essentially it's set up for developers and architects to come and get help. So we have a number of experts behind the bar. Just come up with your laptop if you need help with code, or if you want help with architecture, we have a whole lot of folks that can help architect your solutions, help you optimize your solutions. They'll jump on a whiteboard with you, and just really they're here to help you and make sure that you solve whatever challenges that you're facing right now and help you get through it easier. And then if you want to go deeper into something, they can point you to the proper product experts to go really, really deep.
Now that's pretty amazing, because at a conference with, 30,000 people, I can bring my code, open up my laptop, and have somebody help out with the situation that I've been struggling with.
That is why we're here. So we're really excited to include this year, and just to make sure that developers have a place, whatever it is that you're working with, whatever it is the challenge, whatever questions you have, you've got one place that you can start, and that's right here at the Debug Bar.
That's really fantastic. And I would say if you left your laptop in the hotel room, no problem. They are going to be here all week long. Just bring it tomorrow or go back and get it. And I see people back there with looking at code right now. That's a lot of brain power just moving around back there.
That is a brain bar of sorts.
That's right, brain bar. So now later on, maybe there'll be some drinks out there. We'll have to see.
Let me know when that's happening.
All right. So this place is absolutely huge, and we have the language lounge and a theater behind us, but we have developer DNA happening right here, which is pretty darn colorful. Desiree, can you tell them what's going on right behind us here?
Yeah, we've decided to go a little bit analog right here, and that is we're just trying to understand the folks who are here a little bit more and help you guys understand each other. And so we've created a wall back here that will help us find patterns, help us understand essentially like what languages people like, whether or not this is their first Ignite. I see so far that there's a lot of first-time developers at the conference, and I'm really excited to see that. And if you're joining us online, I hope we see you next year.
Absolutely. I tell you what, the online experience for the keynote this morning was really, really good. I was actually even watching it on my phone, even though I was in here, because it just happened everywhere. And there was one of the demos right here from the Development and Architecture Center. And if you're at home, you can check out all of the big breakout sessions right now. You're watching this here, and you can check out so much more content just by downloading the Microsoft Events app on your smartphone. There's so much video content that's being brought to you in real time and recorded if you just happen to miss it. Now, if I were to track my journey, and I want to date myself, I started in the 90s with code running definitely on Windows, but of course we have Linux and Mac OS as well. and so many languages: Visual Studio, TextMate, Eclipse, C++, TypeScript, C#, Python. There's a lot of activity back here. So now, what is this? I see something that's normally reserved for vacation. My kids have used one of these before. What's going on here?
That's right. They might have even used it in Orlando before. This is a pressed penny machine. So over here we have a lot of ways to get you a souvenir.
Well, why don't you run through that? And I see we don't have to put in quarters. We don't have to pay for it. It's free. Doing the crank just the same. And we have the Azure logo. We have the Visual Studio logo and the .NET Bot. Yep. All right, we're cranking, and it's going to come out, we think, because on vacation there's all kinds of different monuments. Oh, there's our penny, and we got it. We got the Visual Studio logo.
Nice.
So is that for you, or are you giving away in a drawing?
Might be going in my pocket. It's my lucky Visual Studio coin.
Awesome. Okay, now we haven't even scratched the surface here at the Development and Architecture Center. Right behind that way is Theater 6. And what are some of the cool things that are going on at Theater 6 this week?
That's right. We've curated the content that we think is best for developers and architects, or ones that they might enjoy the most, and we've curated that and put it in Theater 6. And what that means is that if any point in time you've got a break in your schedule, not sure where to go, got a little break, come on down, hang out in Theater 6, and we're always going to have great things for developers and architects right there. Now, if you've got even less time or just a moment and you want to hang out, we also have something called the Talk Tech area. And these are just maybe 5 to 10 minute chats, but they're small group chats where you can really get in there and chat with some of the product experts. And I sort of call this one like it's our staff favorites. And so, like I mentioned, we have a ton of experts in here, a lot of folks from the product teams, and just a lot of people who are really passionate about technology and their favorite things that they want to talk about and get your feedback on. Those little items are going into the Talk Tech area. And the way to find out what's going in that space is we've got a listing of all those things at the welcome desk for the Development and Architecture Center. And that's pretty much where you can go and plan your entire time while you're here. If you're like, hey, I'm a developer, I'm an architect, I'm coming in, there's a lot going on here, can somebody help me? We can help sort of let you know, find out what you're interested in, help you plan your time here, help show you where to go to visit the right things to make sure you get your questions answered and that you achieve what you were hoping to from the conference.
Awesome. And just to help you find the Development and Architecture Center, if you're coming from the live stage, and a good landmark is the therapy animals, towards where the meals are, then look for the Development and Architecture Center on the right-hand side, and you can't miss it. And there's so much going on, including, we haven't even scratched the surface on what's behind here, and so you'll have to come and check that out. But is there one of your favorites back here that we should highlight?
Absolutely. I just got a Visual Studio coin, and I love Visual Studio. And we've got the product team back here. We've got Visual Studio for Mac. We've got Visual Studio live share demonstrations going on where you can actually work on something together with peers using IntelliCode. So there's a lot of stuff going on there, as well as all the developer tools stuff. All the good developer tool stuff. So come meet the folks from the product teams in this area.
Fantastic. A lot of people to answer your questions. So Desiree, thanks so much for giving us a tour of the Development and Architecture Center.
You bet. Thank you so much for coming, and everyone online, I hope to see you guys here next year.
Absolutely. So that's all we have here. I'm Jeffrey Palermo reporting live at Ignite. Back to you.
And we're back. Anthony